DJs BrewTube beer review. Well, you know what, guys? I've been out grilling again. I'm smelling like smoke. And I said, you know what? I'm sitting out in the sun. I need a beer that's not too strong so I don't get totally destroyed while I'm out grilling and finishing said lovely barbecue. And where am I going to go to get said beer? Well, I'm going to go to Austin, Texas, US of A. Yay, yay. And I'm going to have a beer from Jester King Brewery. And what beer is that? It's their Commercial Suicide. Now, this particular beer, they're calling an oaked farmhouse mild. What it is an English mild dark ale that they've oaked with French oak spirals, and then they've given it their farmhouse treatment. You know, Jester King's, all their beers are, you know, farmhouse style. So for hops in this, they're using one hop. They're using Golding. I hope it doesn't taste like dirt because I'm not a big fan of Golding's hops, but you know what? I'm going to suffer through it because my good buddy Texas Steve sent me this beer. Thanks a lot, Steve. I appreciate it, my brother. Anyways, for malt on this, they're using organic ingredients again because they're big into the organic thing as well. They're using organic Pilsner, they're using organic wheat, and they're using chocolate and caramel malts in this. Then for the yeast, they're using farmhouse yeast, they're using wild yeast, they're using Brett or Brettanomyces if you prefer, and they're using a souring bacteria. So maybe it's like lactobacillus or something like that, like you find in yogurt. So 86% organic ingredients, in fact, that this is made of. So I'm ready to stop flapping my gums, pop the top on this, and get this review in the tank. Let's see. I hate these big caps. These caps on the 750s are a pain in the butt. Unremarkable crown. Oh, it's climbing up the neck like these farmhouse ales tend to do. Ooh, that looks nice. Real fizzy sounding head when I'm pouring into this glass, kind of like I'm pouring soda pop. Yeah, like a Coke. Alright. Let's see. Appearance-wise, fairly dark. It's a really super dark caramel color, like burnt caramel. It's got a lot of amber and sort of reddish, real dark reddish orange hues coming through it. You can see through it. It's fairly clear beer. We got a solid one finger head, is super tight, dark, I guess medium khaki bubbles. Not really soap sudsy or anything when I swirl it. Not getting any alcohol legs because this is 3.5% ABV and it's clocking in at 18 IBUs. In case I didn't mention that, I don't remember. But anyways, no alcohol legs. Maybe a little bit of lacing, I think, if I drank this down. But I got this at 55 degrees, 52 degrees, somewhere around there. And they suggest this right on the side of the bottle. Jester King, like Stone and those guys, they always put big books on the side of their bottles. It's good, I guess, but I don't really read them because I'm down for the drinking. So let's get an aroma on this so we can get to said drinking. Let's see. Oh, nice. Caramel, dark fruits, a bit of smoke. Chocolatey, maybe a little faint coffee, and the chocolate's sort of like, maybe like milk chocolate. But I'm getting a decent amount of dark fruits, which I'm surprised. A little bit of tartness in there, not like real sour or anything, but tartness. And it's like that tart sweetness like you get off of like a flavored yogurt. I'm getting a bit of tannins from the oak. But a lot of caramel and everything mixed in with that. So if this were an English mild, yeah, that it would be very caramel forward. And if they put it on oak, or with this, case they use French oak spirals, it's going to give it some of those tannins. There's a bit of vanilla in there as well. Man, nice smelling beer. I'm ready to dig in. Cheers. Wow. Excuse me. Super carbonated. Big carbonation. Excuse me. This is bottle conditioned, unfiltered and unpasteurized, by the way. It's got big flavor, I think, for what it is, a 3.5%er. Right up front, you actually get hit with the caramel. Then after that, excuse me, you get a bit of coffee, chocolate. Then there's a tartness, and then you're getting some vanilla and some kind of like tannins from the oak, sort of. They're saying they used souring bacteria. I'm not getting that sour flavor. Maybe if I get down further in the bottle, I'm sure it'll cloud up if I do that. We'll get the yeast and everything out, but it's a pretty tasty beer for what it is. I think I'm going to dig into this one a little bit. I'm going to go out and check the meat on the grill, as it were. I'm going to drink this down, and I'll be back with the rest of the review in not too long for you. Back in a flash. Okay, guys, I'm back. I've been working on this beer for about, I guess, like 20 minutes or so. I pretty much housed this 750. I mean, it's a 3.5%er. It goes down easy. It's got that thin, light body to it. You can just basically chug down sort of like a Pilsner or almost like a macro lager would be. But this is packing a lot more flavor. When I went down to the bottom of it, if you can see now, it's quite hazy beer. When you get down, you get all the yummies out of the bottom. And you kind of have to do that with this beer, I think. Because it's such a light beer. I learned with Le Petit Prince and also Black Metal, when you get down to the bottom of these beers, they've got more flavor and a lot of like more layers to them. And for what this is, I really like this. I get a lot of dark fruit and oak, and it's like the dark fruit, the twist of it is it's like tart cherries. And the beer that this reminds me of was the I think it was Black Cherry Porter that I had at Jailbreak Brewing, a local brewery here. You may have seen my review of that one when I went on location. And man, this is a super easy to drink beer, 3.5%. I'm almost done this bomber. It's a session beer. I don't have a bit of a buzz, man. I've been working the grill and everything, man. I got my total senses. Anyways, I really enjoy this beer. It's real tasty. The oak is in there. There's vanilla, coffee, toffee, caramel. And when you drink it, the nose that greets you is this sort of like tart black cherry, like cherry skin. And when you taste it, that flows through, and it's followed up with coffee and caramel, really slight chocolate, but the dominant flavor is that tart, like semi-sweet black cherry skin. Yum. I like it. So, what do you grade a beer like this? The asswipes at Rate Beer give it a 64. What the fuck? Really? Come on. What happens is, it's not high ABV. You get the Rate Boy fanboys on there. They start drinking it. Rate Beer fanboys on there. They start drinking it and they say, "Oh, this doesn't taste like much." But they don't give it time. They drink it too cold, right? They don't get to the bottom of the beer. They don't taste it. 64 is a bunch of crap. Beer Advocate gives it 81. I can see some folks giving this an 81. If you don't appreciate like tart beers, this isn't a sour. It's tart. If you don't like wild ales, that whole Farmhouse wild ale style, as you know, is not for everyone. I enjoy it myself. So, what am I going to give this? I'm going to give it an 88. I'm going to give it a B+. I think it's a real tasty beer. For a session beer, I would give it like an A-, but as itself and as its style with Farmhouse and everything, I'm going to give a B+. But as session beers go, it's really tasty. I would buy this again. It's not that expensive from their line. This is a more expensive beer, the Black Metal, but I think this one was like $7.99 for a 750, which isn't too bad. I would drink it again, and I would even recommend it if you like tart beers. It's more tart like drinking, say, maybe like Berliner Weiss. And it kind of reminds me actually of a Berliner Weiss that you put a bit of syrup into, a little bit, not a lot, to make it sweet or cut down the tartness, but it's like that, or it's like, or like kind of the flavor that it reminds me of, you know what, is black cherry yogurt. So it must be that souring bacteria that they put in there. But anyways, I'm liking it. You hear me geeking out. If you've had this, let me know what you think. And also, if you could hit that like button, rate, comment, and subscribe, that'd be really cool too. And also what is cool is if you would think globally and drink locally and support the craft beer movement. So guys like Jester King will make more cool riffs on a light style like this. Because when you got a light style, remember, it's not easy to hide all flavors. So, till next time, guys, thanks a million for watching. And I got nothing but a bunch of love and what? Damn, a big, I guess, Texas side. Peace out!